Hey, my name is Tobias Kött, and I have the project Antic, and welcome to this little mini-series where I talk into this little pilot microphone and tell you about the production of my album Social Performer. And what better song to start than the main single Reflection, that is literally the release single with the album. The song has like one main element, honestly, and that's how everything started. I wrote the guitar riff at home and recorded it with these two amps. And when you record things with two amps and hit them with different saturation, then they start to react differently. And when you pitch it down with beat pitch here, you have like different beat algorithms in Ableton, and the beat pitch is basically the one that's you use for more rhythmic or for more drum stuff, I guess. And if you use it for like more melodious stuff like a guitar, it really starts to glitch out. And I think that's quite interesting. And doing it with like these two different amp signals, it created this really wide feel of stereo-ness, if that's a word. And honestly, that's actually always a nice accomplishment when you make a mono signal like a guitar sound more stereo, and it sounds like this. And when you listen to it on headphones, you kind of realize it's not here like a normal bass, for example, is, but more to your left and to your right, and it's always slightly moving left and right without any automation or anything on it. The second element of the song is a bass synth, which is very, very basic, and I recorded it with the Poly 6 here, which is a poly synth and normally not used for bass sounds, but I really like that it's not so low-end heavy, for example like Moog synthesizers normally are, so they sit normally exactly where I want them to sit in a mix, and I don't have to EQ a lot. Especially this one is like my go-to synth for literally every synth stuff that I do. And the third element is the drums, and the drums I first programmed electronically, and then I've decided with my drummer Jules Kirchmer to record them live again. And then I realized, fuck, it's a bit too much. I made a hybrid, which was perfect, which is more like this approach of like Mount Kimby corner thing, and it sounds like this. Whoops, wrong track. Sounds like this. It sounds like this. You can hear the kick drum is definitely more electronic-esque, and except the overtones of like the kick drum that are still the ones from the real drum set, because they are really hard to reproduce digitally or electronically. And the rest of the drum sounds quite drum-y. It's just mixed super loudly, and when you listen, when you check out like the drum bus, I just put like a ton of saturation of FabFilter Saturn on it, and played around with the dynamic knob, which gives like this feeling of like very dryness, I guess is the word. And in total, everything sounds like this. Yeah, and with the kick drum, you can also play around with the Saturn. If you put a band at to cut off the low end, or to not saturate the low end and saturate the rest of the kick drum, I don't know if it's like intentional or not, but they kind of create like this little transient at the frequency where you set the band. So you can generate a transient for your kick drum, which is amazing, honestly, and you can play around by moving the the band and change your transient, which is like basically a modules transient designer. I don't know, or not, but it works for me. And if you listen to everything in total, especially with the vocals that are recorded with this Rode NTK tube microphone, it sounds like this. Something doesn't seem alright. I don't know what it is, but it gets me this time. I cough up every time we fight. I love when songs work with just like 3 or 4 elements, and this one is like the perfect example. The thing is, everything starts so high energy that it's really hard to go somewhere further in the chorus. So I've decided to keep it low in the chorus and more like funky and less full. And I achieved that by basically just deleting all the drums Jules recorded, which was more like rock-esque drums for the chorus, and which also, to be fair, is like the vibe that the song leans into going, but it gets cheesy very easily. So I just programmed super dry, super minimalistic drums that basically counter the entire energy before and give space for the vocals to work, and also gives you like space to build the song again, which is hard. Like if you're not Miley Cyrus with Wrecking Ball or something, you don't want to go like super epic on the chorus, and that's like, I know, like contradicts to everything every pop professor in every private pop university will tell you, but in my opinion, like giving your vocals space in the chorus is like mostly the way to go. Fuck up every time we both try to deny. Something doesn't seem alright. It's my reflection that I see in your eyes. Something doesn't seem alright. Yeah, I think that's most of the song, honestly. Like, if you have any more questions, I'm glad you stuck so long, honestly. Like, I couldn't imagine like someone is still watching. But basically, this is the song. I will link it down below, and if you want to support me and pre-order the vinyl to make the vinyl happening, you can order it in a link, either down there or in my bio, depending on where you're watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this where I kinda awkwardly try to explain how I record stuff, give me a follow or a like, or not. Either way, thank you very much for listening and watching. Bye.